Hey YouTube, just doing a quick piece here. I'm actually at Starbucks working, getting ready for a vlog every day in December. We're gonna have an announcement video for that this week. But I recently partnered with a friend of mine, and listen, I'm doing this on a selfie cam with my Samsung lavalier microphone wirelessly plugged in because I just want to be able to see that I'm in the shot. So this is a quick run and gun mobile journalism solution here. But I just recently partnered with my friend EJ Ward, who's over there in merry old England, across the pond, as they say. He's been doing this mobile journalism a lot longer than I have. I asked him some questions like, hey, what is mobile journalism? What kind of gear do you use? Kind of breaking it down, because I get asked this all the time, and I want you to hear from someone who does it on the regular. It's a bit of a long video. It's very interesting, and I really hope you stick with it, because at the end, it's going to be great. So please watch this whole thing. Take it away, EJ. You're my hero. I love you, Mr. Ward. Fantastic.
Hiya, I'm EJ Ward. My good friend Braxton has asked me to do a video on mobile journalism. He's asked me 4 questions, which I spent the last week trying to answer, and his questions were things like, what equipment do you use? How do you prepare yourself for incidents and things like that? And the trouble is, I will spend ages trying to prepare myself for things and making a massive list of the equipment I need or the equipment I want or the equipment I should have. But at the end of the day, I do these things better when they're live. I'm much better at being a journalist when it happens. So I'm walking home now. Today's Friday. It's a fairly unimpressive Friday. Look, here's a car outside a cinema, outside a house. Not a lot's happening. My day was mundane. I'm a news editor. I work for an international radio group. I prepare the news for radio stations across Europe, Africa, China and the UK. I'm shivering because it's cold. Here's my breath. I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, Brax asked me to answer these questions, and this is my best way of answering them. As I've said before, what's a journalist? A journalist many years ago was a person with a hat, with a press card in the band, a person who could answer your questions, a person you trusted, a person you relied on, a person with some qualifications. It was kind of a mysterious role. Everybody was aware of journalists, but nobody really knew what they are. And now, what's a journalist? Anyone who walks down this street could be a journalist now. We live in an age of social media. We live in an age of mobile journalists, or Mojo, if you want to call it that. I don't really. Anybody can be a journalist. Who's a journalist, you ask now? Well, I'll tell you who's a journalist. Whoever is there. That guy with that camera at that point in time is a journalist. I like to think of myself as a reporter. I'm somebody who says what's going on with the news and this is happening. And the whole reason I can record this tonight, today's the 24th of November. Earlier on, I was in London, not central London, but just outside central London, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes run away from central London. 24th of November. Remember this day. At 5 o'clock, I got a message saying there's been a suspected terrorist attack in Oxford Circus. For those of you who know London, you'll know that that's the centre of the busiest shopping district in London. And today is what people call Black Friday. I don't know why. This is how cool it's getting. Look, there is ice on this car. Is this your car? Your car's icy?
Yes.
Ice.
Nice.
Yeah. There you go, look. Mojo. But that's how cold it is now. So, yeah. I got a message earlier on telling me there's a possible terrorist attack. Gunshots have been fired, possibly a bomb. People are reporting 10 to 15 explosions, which could be gunshots. Look left, look right. Do you know what? My job as a journalist is to run towards that stuff. I've had jobs where I can ignore what's happening. My job is to run towards that. Popping up on your screen now will be the 4 messages that Braxton has stolen from my Facebook page, which I gave him permission to use, which are the 4 messages basically saying goodbye to the people I love. I mean, one of them's a bit bossy, it's kind of my assistant, but I still love her a bit. Mobile journalism. I could spend ages telling you all the equipment you need, how you prepare yourself. It's not going to work. Mobile journalism is a thing that happens when you're there. You have no control over it. And the equipment you have is the equipment you have. There are times when I go out without my stuff. There are times I don't have my cool guy bag on. Braxton sent me a message on Twitter the other day that said he weighed his bag and it weighed 22 pounds. And I weighed mine and it weighed a lot more. And do you know what? Didn't use anything in my bag. I'll tell you what I used. I used my phone. Because that's the important thing. That's the thing you'll probably have with you. Your mobile phone. And I tell you what, mobile journalism, you can go on the internet, you can look at massive lists of equipment, massive lists of kit and things people have. None of it's important. Absolutely none of it. The only important thing is the thing that you have when something happens. I've reported on 3 terrorist attacks in this country: Westminster, London Bridge, Finsbury Park, Manchester, this afternoon, various other things. And all I had when I reported on those was the things that I had. Because all of the stuff that I lug around with me every day doesn't matter if you don't have it. Mobile journalism. What I'm trying to say is, it's a mindset. It's not about what you have, it's about how you think. However, I will say a couple of things. One, the registration number of this Range Rover is awesome. And also, as a mobile journalist, unless you just want to look like every other guy with a camera phone, depending on your region and your local laws and all of this stuff, the best thing you can do is get something that you can wrap around you that says you're a journalist. You can't see mine. This says I'm a member of the press. Here you go. That's my UK press card. I have a couple of press cards from a couple of other authorities. I find them really useful. Various things. You know. But what I'm saying is, mobile journalism. Who's a mobile journalist? Who's a journalist? Who's a reporter? Everybody is. Do you know what? I spent this entire last 7 minutes filming this video in portrait mode just to annoy the people who come on my videos and tell me not to film in portrait mode. I tell you what, I'll see you at the next terrorist attack. Let's see who remembers whether or not to film landscape. This is me. Earlier on today, I honestly thought there was a terrorist attack happening. I thought the thing that we were running towards was a terrorist attack. I thought there were people shooting. It had been reported to us there were explosions. Let's see who remembers whether or not to film landscape. That's it. I'm EJ Ward. You're all caught up. I can give you advice. I can give you advice till the end of time. The only advice that's worth taking: go and film things. www.londonjournalist.com.
The whole process of filming in portrait and not landscape mode. What he had to say, I was laughing so hard when I saw that. It's like a deep niche joke. I dig it. And it's also becoming more of a trend, really, portrait versus horizontal. And also just kind of like a run and gun situation. I'm shooting this on my SLR Zoom with my iographer, with my lavalier mic, which is actually right here. And so it's kind of a quick mobile solution. I recently upgraded my backpack. Got a lot of kit I'm going to be upgrading, so we'll probably do a backpack video this week or after I'm done upgrading. Mobile journalism for the win, guys. Who's a mobile journalist? Everybody. Who's a reporter? The people, and I'm going to say this, the people who run towards a disaster and want to broadcast from there. Like when he said that, that really made me go, yeah, that's me. Yeah, it's me. Do me a big favor, if you got anything out of his speech, go to his website, londonjournalist.com, and if you want to see more of that good content, follow him. Also, like, comment, subscribe. I'm Braxton Nutt. This is the Mojo Jonah Report. Get in front of the camera and go boldly. See you around.